Hey, listen, if you clicked on this video, you're obviously at least slightly interested in what I have to say. And I do have something to say. I'm your motivational mailman, and I have a special delivery for you. So stay here. Let's talk. What's going on, everybody? And welcome to Ron 2's Motivation and Conversation, where I'm your host, Ron Lyles. And it's my job to make you think and motivate you to keep you going, growing, and flowing to a life of a better and more improved you. And listen, wherever you're watching me from in the world today, I say to you, hello. Yeah. And in today's episode, I'm going to be encouraging all of my viewers, all of my people to get aggressive. That's right. Get aggressive. All right. And you know how we do it on the show, how we do it on the segments. If you like or love any of the content that we're putting out weekly, listen, smash that subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button right now. Hit that subscribe button, push that like button, and click the notification bell so you can be notified of any brand new content that we come out with. Okay? Listen, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support. Now, if you're not following me on any of my social media handles as well, listen, my links are down in the description below. Please, ma'am, please, sir, please follow me. I would absolutely love to have you become a part of my social media family of followers, all right? Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody's support. Now, let's dive right into this. Get aggressive. You know, sometimes when we're talking about the word aggressive, sometimes aggression can have such a negative connotation. Sometimes aggression can have such a negative outlook. But here we're going to explore that there is a positive side to aggression. And if you don't possess this trait, if you don't possess this quality, sometimes you'll find yourself stuck and stagnant and not moving forward in your life, not moving forward in the giftings that you have. So you already know how we do on the show. You already know how we do on the segments. We look at the definition and then we start and conclude from there. All right. So let's look at the definition of what it means to be aggressive. All right. Let's look. Being aggressive, it means pursuing one's aims and interests forcefully. Once again, it is pursuing one's aims and interests forcefully. And we're going to deal with that word forcefully here in a minute. But I want to look at the first part of that definition. To be aggressive means to pursue. To pursue. And so the first point we're going to make today is you have to be in pursuit of something. When you're aggressive, you have to be in pursuit of something. There has to be an end goal in mind. Nobody is pursuing anything in life without an end goal in mind. Even down to nature, you never see animals pursuing other animals without a goal in mind of eating or consuming that animal. You never see anything, even a cop. You never see a cop in pursuit of a suspect without the goal in mind of apprehending that suspect. I don't care if you're in school. I don't care if you play sports. I don't care if nobody goes to school without the purpose of ultimately graduating. At least those that want to be successful. You don't go to school just to go to school every day for the rest of your life. No, you see graduation in view. You go through the grade levels. You go through grade school. You go through middle school. You go through high school. Why? Because ultimately you want to graduate. When you go to college, nobody goes to college to pay millions of dollars over time. Nobody goes even per semester, per quarter to pay thousands of dollars to go to school. At the end of the day, not to graduate. No, you want to graduate. You want that license. You want that credential attached to your name saying that I am qualified to do what I do. So in order to be aggressive, number one, you have to be in pursuit of something. You have to be chasing something. You have to have that thing in your mind, at the front of your mind, at the front of your focus, at the central thought place of your focus. You have to have that in your mind so that you can be successful in your pursuit. You also have to know that there has to be a why that's driving your pursuit. There has to be a reason that's driving your pursuit. I have 4 reasons. 4 of my reasons is my wife and my 3 children. When I wake up daily, I see their faces when I think about my drive and why I do what I do. Why it is I wake up and why it is that I am pursuing what I'm pursuing. I think about their 4 faces. Everybody who's been successful, everybody who is making an attempt to be successful at anything, you have a why that's driving you. You have to identify that. You have to sit down. You have to evaluate. You have to think about it in your mind. If I'm going to be aggressive and if I'm going to pursue something, why am I doing it? Why am I trying to be aggressive and pursue? So you have to locate your why. We've heard that before in business. If you're in the business world, if you're hip to business acumen, you know exactly what that finding your why means. And you have to find it. Nobody just does things aimlessly that is successful. They have a why that's driving them. Why they want to be successful. Why they want to be purposeful. Why they want to make it. Why they want to be a change. Why they want to make an impact. You have to know and identify your why. What is it that's waking you up in the morning? What is it that's causing you to want to pursue greatness on a particular level? You have to find that why. You have to find it. Here's another point that's very, very important. You have to pursue forcefully. I told you we're going to come back to that word forcefully. That word forcefully just simply means in an assertive manner. In other words, you have to be assertive. When you're aggressive, when you are pursuing, you have to be assertive. You can't wait for handouts. You can't wait for handouts. A lot of you, the reason why you're stuck, the reason why you've been procrastinating is because you've been waiting for somebody to come and pull you. You've been waiting for somebody to come and get you, where in life it's not always set up that somebody's going to come and get you. But the moment that you get up, the moment that you're assertive, the moment that you're making steps, the moment that you're walking it out, the moment that you're pursuing it, guess what? Then people will be placed in your pathway as resources to help you further into your destiny. I'm talking to you. You have to understand and know that there will be people placed strategically as you are pursuing, as you are going after what it is that you're going after, as you are being assertive. You can't just lay in wait for assistance and cry when you're not moving. But you have to know that if I'm assertive, there will be things in my pathway as I'm moving, even if I'm moving in faith. There will be things and situations and things in my pathway that'll be placed there strategically for me to tap in and move further along. It's just like a sports team. If you watch basketball, if you watch football, teams that know that they're on the cusp of something great, that great comeback, that great turnaround in the game or in the match or whatever, they start to get more aggressive. If you watch coaches that's been down and they're making a comeback and all of a sudden they see that this thing is within arm's reach, guess what? They start changing up their play calling. They do it all the time in football. Ladies, I know you may not want to watch it. To my sports fanatic, for the sports fanatic husbands out there, for the sports fanatic boyfriends or girlfriends or spouses, wives that you listen, you have to just know that in sports, in football, in basketball, even in baseball, soccer, when teams sense that they're on the comeback trail, guess what? They get more assertive. They get more aggressive. The play calls change. They stop being maybe as conservative as they were in the beginning. Why? Because now they know that the goal is in arm's reach. The goal is in reach. And so I challenge you out there, those that's listening, those that's watching, not to be conservative. When you see that you're close to accomplishing your goals, when you see the end game in focus, when you see that aim right there upon you, guess what? You have to become more aggressive. You have to become more assertive. You have to get aggressive. You have to take that thing. You can't wait for somebody to give it to you. No, you have to take it. Why? Because now I'm at the point in a position where I can literally see, I can literally taste, I can literally hold what it is that I'm after. I sense that it's in my grasp. So now I'm more assertive. I'm taking this thing. I'm pursuing this thing. I'm pursuing it forcefully. I'm pursuing this thing being assertive. I'm not waiting on anybody to okay or sanction. I am pursuing this thing. I'm pursuing this thing. And guess what? When you pursue it and be assertive, the resources will be there. The people will be in place to be there. Whatever you need, it'll be just like chess. The pieces will be right on the board that you need to move further and be successful. I want to talk to you about an animal or animals that I like to watch on the Discovery Channel, Animal Planet. I love watching tigers and lions. I love watching them hunt because they're very calculated animals when they hunt. What do? They get in position, number one. If you ever seen how a tiger or lion hunts, they get in position. And then they scope out what it is that they're after. Whatever animal they're after. They crouch down and they scope. They collect all the data. They get all the information. When they're looking at it, they can tell if it's healthy. They can tell if it's sick. They can tell if it's weak. They can tell how fast it can move. They can tell all this just from watching. Getting in position and watching. And then once they realize that it's in a certain area, at a certain moment, guess what they do? They pursue. They go after. Relentlessly, they go after. They go after it forcefully. They're assertive. They're not waiting for another animal to come along and take it and bring it. But they go after it. They go after it. And I find that so amazing because as people, we have to do the same exact thing if we're going to be successful. We have to get in position. Then guess what? We have to do our research. Oh yeah, we have to get the info. We have to collect the data. And then guess what? We have to go after. We have to go after it relentlessly. We have to pursue relentlessly. And a lot of people, the reason why you can't capitalize on your aggression, you can't capitalize on an aggressive pursuit is because you're out of position. Watch this. As aggressive as a tiger or lion is, if they see a gazelle 100 yards away, guess what? They can't just start running. Why? Because that gazelle is going to outrun it. Why? Because it's too far from it. It's not in the correct position to pursue and overtake or pursue and claim. So guess what? It has to get in position. It has to hide. It has to crouch down. It has to come up slowly. It has to come up within reach slowly so that the gazelle has no clue that it's upon it. And once it gets within so many feet, once it gets within so many yards, guess what? After it's collected the data, it can now pursue. Those of you that's been out of position, get back in position. Get back in position. You've been discouraged. You've been frustrated. You've been mad. You've been angry. Some of you have just wanted to give up on life because you feel like it's just been a waste, especially now in this day and time that we're in right now. You feel like it's been a waste, but get back in position and pursue. Get back in position and reclaim. And get back in position so you can move forward. Get aggressive. Listen, I hope that there was something that I said today or something that I may have brought out as a thought to really help you understand and really assert yourself in your daily life, being aggressive. It's time to get aggressive. You be encouraged and you stay encouraged and know that if you get aggressive, you'll be able to move forward and reclaim and claim the things that you need to claim to be successful in life. I'll see you again on my next segment, Ron 2's Motivation to Conversation. We'll be talking about don't back down. All right? I'll see you again soon.